Yeah, cleaning up the case like a missed spot. So now the cops are bitter like a walk. Get her out to me, she can tell a lot. Give it a minute, she can see it, now you're hella caught. Sick and bit by bit, your plans are botched. By a vivid who can kick you down a notch. Think you're clever, show her what you got. You never died before? Well, here's your shot.
跟你说过很久了，为什么你没听？
Sorry, I don't really understand. My Mandarin is very poor.
Just wait for me outside the temple, Edward. This child, he's very stubborn.
我记得20年前再而三的吩咐，看来你什么都没做。
No, I did. I really
你
tried.
根本就没有按照我的指示去做。现在太迟了。
Thank you for your wonderful suggestions. I'll see you here next month. Yeah? Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Delicious as always, Rosie.
Thank you. I'll pack the leftovers for you, Aunty Lee.
Yes, please. Rosie, I need to ask something important of you.
Oh my, are you okay? Normally you're so calm. What?
It's my boy, Edward.
Did something happen?
No, and that's the trouble.
Huh?
I need you to matchmake my son.
Matchmake?
Uncle Yim at the temple said that if Edward doesn't get married before he's 30, something terrible will happen to him.
Yaka.
I know what you're thinking, but Uncle Yim is famous for being very accurate. It's true. You know that Mr. Rosario, the one with the lazy eye?
Yeah.
He runs an events company, right? Uncle Yim told him some time back to bring in this pretty American singer, who's fearless. And if he did so, he would make money beyond his wildest dreams. And not just for himself, but for the whole economy.
Ooh.
Uncle Yim is famous for being very accurate, but not specific.
That's convenient.
But anyway, by the time Mr. Rosario figured it out, someone else had done it. So everybody had to tell him, you need to calm down and just shake it off, right? But till today, there's still bad blood between them. Rosie, you know I'm normally not superstitious, but how can I not be worried when Uncle Yim is predicting disaster for my son?
So what horrible thing is going to happen to Edward, he said?
Accurate.
But not specific, yeah, you said, yeah.
Rosie, I wouldn't be asking this of you if I knew what to do. You brought Young Fat and I together all those years back.
But I remember you complaining that his ears are too big.
Really? Now I think they're just nice. I was wrong and you were right. That's why I trust you. Oh, come on. We've been friends for how long? How often have you seen me like this?
All right, lah. Bring him round tomorrow.
I'm not asking that he be prosecuted or anything. I know what he did isn't technically a crime, but he did cross a line. He made me very uncomfortable at an age where I just didn't know how to deal with. I just want him to acknowledge what he did and apologize. Sincerely.
Well, she's been doing the rounds. This is the 3rd interview she's given and more news outlets are starting to pick it up.
Turn it off already. Why give them any more views?
Actually, I wanted to show you some of the comments. It's
Why?
important.
I already know what she wants. You don't expect me to apologize for something I didn't do, right?
Noel, my job is to advise on your public image. So, if push comes to shove,
Edward went to Cambridge, so she must have studied overseas at somewhere reputable. Or at least first-class honours if local, you.
I understand, Annie, but given your time limit, maybe you want to manage your expectations a little bit?
Fine. Second-class honours. Don't look so sad. It's Not like you're going to jail. At least smile a bit.
Anything else?
She must be family-oriented, like my Edward. You know how many people wanted to hire him, but he rejected them all because he wanted to come back to look after me in my old age.
Oh, you must be so proud. Lah.
He's such an obedient boy. Except in this one thing, lah. You know what Uncle Yim told you, but still you don't put in the effort.
Okay. Edward, anything else to add?
No, whatever my mom said is fine.
I wish you... Can you go into this with the right attitude? You're acting like I'm sending you to jail or something. I wouldn't have to do this if only
Okay,
you would...
Mom. I'm sorry, okay?
What do you know about your cousin Edward?
Sorry, I can't help you there. He's not close to any of his cousins.
Really?
We just see him sort of there in the background during Lunar New Year, like a pot of pussy willows.
Aduh.
It's true. He never interacts with anyone. He just shows up, hangs around while his mom talks about him. My Edward this, my Edward that.
Yeah, well, she cares for him lah. Actually, my old friend Susan Chua has a daughter who is single, friendly, and chatty. Maybe opposites can attract. Yes, I will get Linda to meet him. Maybe over some of my homemade desserts so we can start things on a sweet note. Yeah?
It's kind of like this pulut hitam. It's delicious, but you know, if you have it too much, you get sick of it.
I'm the same. I can't hang out with my colleagues also. You really spend all day talking about work, and then when it ends, you want to talk about it some more. I'm like, what is wrong with you?
Rosie, look how well it's going. How did you find this Linda anyway?
I know her mom, one of my regulars. She was just talking about Linda the other day, saying what a difficult time she's having meeting someone.
I take my hat off to you. I thought finding someone for Edward would be impossible. You're a real miracle worker.
Thanks lah, but don't speak too soon. It's just the first meeting only, you know.
You know, Linda, I really enjoy hanging out with you. It's nowhere near as painful as I thought it would be.
I'm having fun too, and I feel like maybe we have a connection.
Me too. Which is why I want to be honest with you, lay it all out, so there are no misunderstandings.
Oh, okay.
You see, the truth of the matter is,
So fast? Did something go wrong? What happened?
we just arranged to meet up another time without you guys peering over our shoulders.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
So you two hit it off?
Yeah, I can see us hanging out.
Sorry, we're closed.
Aunty Lee,
Edward? What's going on?
I need to be honest. Linda was nice, but we're not going to be a couple. I made it clear to her just now.
Oh, what happened? Why did you say something to your mother just now?
She would have made it into a whole big thing.
Yeah. Well, we can find someone else for you.
You don't have to.
Edward, I promised your mother.
You need to see something.
So this girl,
Wendy,
how long have you been seeing her?
2 years?
2 years already. Alamak, why did you just tell your mother and then save us all the trouble?
You heard her demands, right? First class honours and all that. Wendy dropped out of university and went to work all sorts of odd jobs in different countries. My mom would hate her.
Still, if her main concern is the deadline...
That's why I'm coming to you with this. If push comes to shove, I might be able to eventually change her mind. But I will have to go through endless guilt trips and hysterics. And I'd much rather not have to do so because I'm afraid I might not be able to stand up to her.
Surely it's not so bad.
You think I want to turn down all those job opportunities overseas?
What do you need me to do?
Make my mother like Wendy.
So, what's going on? It's just this Wendy, Edward's girlfriend. Something feels, what you young people call it, sus.
Mom, you don't even know her.
I can't get rid of the feeling that something's just not right. I asked him how they met, and he said they were classmates in junior college, and then they reconnected 2 years ago. That's it. No elaboration, nothing.
Maybe he doesn't want to share so much. Some people are like that.
He says they're a couple and they want to get married. But when he talks about her, right, he doesn't sound like someone in love. You know, there's no spark in his eye, there's no joy in his voice. Not like you when you talk about Glenn.
Mom, please. Don't say that name again.
I have to know. And he's my friend. If his relationship is a lie, I can't hide the truth from her, you know.
So, what are you going to do?
Thank you so much, Aunty Lee. The food was delicious.
Thank you for coming at such short notice.
You're most welcome.
Okay, shall we? Thank you so much for lunch, Aunty Lee. Please remember to talk to my mom. Let's settle this matchmaking business once and for all.
Sure.
You found something, right? I know that look on your face.
Whatever she is, Wendy is not Edward's girlfriend.
Were there holes in their stories? Inconsistencies?
Not in their stories. On paper, they are the perfect couple, right? But face to face, they don't seem like one at all. I mean, she was very warm to him, but Edward barely even looked at her. And then the kueh talam pandan, she couldn't even eat it. She's allergic to coconut. And he didn't know that. He had to finish it for her. He's known her since junior college, and he didn't know that she couldn't eat his favorite kueh. Macam mana ni?
You know, there's a very simple answer to all these. Edward is lying, and Wendy is his beard.
His what?
Beard. His disguised relationship. She's pretending to be his girlfriend.
If she is his beard, that means I'm helping him to lie to his own mother. No, I don't think I can do that. Plus, you're making a lot of assumptions here.
If we can find out who Wendy really is, maybe we'll get to the truth.
I'll see what I can dig up online.
Okay. Meanwhile, there's more than one way to skin the cat.
That's like some boomer lingo for something, right? I don't have to call the SPCA on you?
It just means I don't have to rely entirely on your online sleuthing to find out Wendy's identity.
Great. So, what do you have in mind?
Nina.
I call it the AAA plan. Step 1, apologize. Say you're sorry. We'll frame it as a I was young then, but now I know better type of thing.
And step 2?
Atone. We'll have you do some charity work, maybe donate some money, maybe to animals. People love animals. We'll have you do some charity work. And that brings me to step 3. A-OK.
The final A aside, apology, atone sounds great to me. Noah, what do you think?
If you're okay with that, I can set up the press conference, prepare everything. All you need to do is follow. Simple. Noel, what do you say?
I'll let you know after lunch.
I just thought this needed to be a face-to-face conversation, don't you think?
You're right.
Some women can be with a man with skeletons in his closet. But not me. I want you to be completely honest with me. Is there any truth at all to what this woman is saying?
No. I didn't do any of the things she's claiming I did.
Okay. So I'm assuming your team wants you to apologize and move on?
and I'm having troubles with that. I didn't do it, Cheryl. And I can't find it in myself to lie or apologize for it. It's stupid, right? I mean, what kind of politician am I if I can't lie? It's a joke. I'm just trying to... Never mind. You know, the irony of Joanne's plan is it's really the easiest and most convenient thing to do to get everyone off my back. Just one lie, and everyone will feel good. Everyone but me. What do I do?
You already know what to do.
Diana, I asked you to clear the table. Nothing's been done. Why?
Only because I've been busy helping you hunt down your husband's protege, the one your stepson remembers.
Jonah, did you find something?
Here. Meet Jonah Lake. He used to work for your husband.
Yeah, supposedly he's ML's other protege.
He was, but he's not in finance anymore. Now he works in property development.
Is there an email address or handphone number we can reach him at?
Not publicly. He's not front-facing staff, so they didn't release his contact info. But there may be another way. His company has worked with Vision Land on some projects before.
Okay, so perhaps Noel can help us.
Wendy just had a very long discussion with Edward over dinner. They separated outside the restaurant, and now she's walking by herself.
Where's she going?
I don't know yet. Hang on.
What happened?
I just stepped in. And someone didn't clean up after their dog.
Kurang ajar, no. Terrible. So inconsiderate.
She's gone. What? Where is she? Saw her. Oh, that's how I know her.
What do you mean?
Mom, you were right. Wendy's not who she says she is. When I saw where Wendy went, I suddenly remembered where I've seen her before. She's an actress with Voices Theatre.
An actress?
Voices Theatre works with migrant workers. So, construction workers, domestic helpers, and so on. I've seen her in some of their plays.
But now this raises even more questions. Is Wendy really Edward's girlfriend and she just happens to be an actress? Or is she an actress trying to get at his family's money? Or did he hire her to act as his girlfriend?
I'm so confused.
Yeah, me too. Tak boleh tahan already lah. I need to get to the bottom of this.
Sorry, keep you waiting, Aunty Lee.
Not at all. Where's Jonah?
He backed out last minute.
I had a feeling this would happen, no? When Emma was around, I wasn't involved in any of his business dealings. I didn't want to. But now I need to know the truth. Even if it hurts. But it's been a challenge.
Well, hopefully this helps. Jonah refused to come, but he told me to give you this instead.
I thought I knew you. But now, it looks like I never did. Why do men keep secrets, Nina? Why can't they just be honest? Honest with other people. Honest with themselves. call Edward in tomorrow. Yeah. Your mother is coming in 20 minutes, so I hope to clear all this up before that.
What do you mean?
Wendy, I know you're an actress and you've been pretending to be Edward's girlfriend. You work for Voices Theatre. It's very good, very meaningful work. Yeah. So why are you caught up in this wayang?
How did you know?
I knew something was wrong the moment I met the two of you together. Wendy is a very good actress. She played a perfectly convincing girlfriend. But her scene partner, you, Edward, you really couldn't act as her boyfriend.
Told ya, we needed more rehearsal time. Acting's not just about saying the lines.
It was all too last minute. Yes, you're right. Wendy is not my girlfriend. She's a very good friend who's doing me a favor.
Is the pressure from your mother that bad? Huh? Enough to warrant you getting Wendy to put up this act? And what if your mother really wants the two of you to get married?
Oh, I fully intend to.
Huh?
Just because we're not in love doesn't mean we can't get married.
I'm cool with that. We have worked it out.
Yes, and we both stand to gain from marrying each other.
I get to live rent-free in a new place it's buying.
You would marry someone just for that?
Auntie, do you know how crazy the rental market is right now?
But still.
The thing is, I'm not interested in getting married. Or even being in a relationship.
But why?
Because I don't want to marry someone like my mom. I know if I don't get married, she'll get angry, but if she picks, she'll choose someone exactly like her. And then I will go mad.
So you would go to such lengths, marry a friend just to please your mother?
It's not even about pleasing her. I love my mom, but to marry someone like her, I don't even want to imagine that. This arrangement I have with Wendy, it's a win-win-win. Everyone benefits. So please, help me and don't tell Mom any of this. Just play along with us and stick to the plan.
Hello? I know I'm early. What plan are you talking about?
I've always aimed to uphold honest values alongside the highest respect for others. And as CEO and nominated MP, I have failed in that regard. I